up a sick workout at Clifton Gym rather than City like normal. We've got something pretty cool to show you. Let's get started. What's up guys, Liam here and welcome back to LSJ TV. So we just finished up a sick workout at Clifton Gym rather than City like normal, and I've got something pretty cool to show you. Let's get started. So, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A new wing. This is the first time you guys will have seen me driving, and that's because probably a couple of years ago now I had, well, I won't go into that, but I haven't had a car for a long time, and a situation arose where it was, you know, easy for me to get a car, and so I capitalised on that opportunity, and here we are. So right now we are off to Asda to do some food shopping, just cause. Going to take you along with me and show you exactly what we're going to get.
I can't hardly breathe.
And we're done, let's go. First time trying. Give us a scanner, give us a scanner, give us a scanner. The old scanner. Comment down below if you've used this. I think it's a waste of time.
No, it's fun.
But it's good. It is fun, to be fair. It is fun. Hey, it's my turn. It's my turn. You can't have the scanner all the time. You can't. No. I'm the captain now.
Now you're killing me softly. You're saying things with your body, so I take your hand and
Key. You guys see me have pasta a lot on the channel, a lot, tuna and pasta, or like tuna and rice or something like that. This is the best macro-friendly, good tasting pasta that I have found in the entire of the UK, whether that's Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's, any of those kind of places. This is the best pasta, taste-wise, best taste, macro-wise there is. There's 30 servings in a bag. It's only £3.09, and every 100 grams contains only 148 calories. So 100 grams is the portion that I always have. So I'm like, right, that's around about 150 calories. And it just works really well for tracking and keeping it consistent. It works really good. Low sugar jellies, 5 calories a pop. Key for curbing the nighttime cravings. Reduced salt ketchup and light mayo. Note to self, Asda self-service scanner checkout thingy doesn't let you have bags, so yeah. I've waited 3 years to drive through Nottingham in a car whilst being at uni. I've been to Notts before in a car, but that was before I've been to uni. So the entire time I've been here, I've not been through the busy Nottingham traffic. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it. I'm very excited to actually have a car and a little bit more freedom in terms of where I can go and when I want to go there. As stupid as that sounds, but you'll understand if you've not had a car for a while. Yeah, I'm so happy. Okay, so let's take a minute to talk about this food that we bought. Primarily the snacks that we bought that can help curb the cravings and keep the nighttime calories away. So it's important to mention, actually, we went to go and buy some asparagus because, as you guys probably know, if you didn't, it's a natural diuretic, which pretty much means that, you know what, you'll hear lots of old school bodybuilders saying, I have chicken and rice and asparagus, and you know, asparagus is known for its health benefits. One of them being that it's a natural diuretic, so it flushes all the water weight out of your system with ease, pretty much. So we bought loads of low-calorie snacks. One of the most important, if not the most important, in my opinion, of these would be the low-calorie, low-sugar, low-everything jelly. You get these little pots. They're only small, but it's enough to satisfy you and enough to give you that feel-good factor, that full sort of, it satisfies your sweet tooth. And there's only 5 calories in one pot. 5 calories, for God's sake. And that, if you can't afford that, if you're breaking the diet by 5-calorie jelly pot, then you know you need to reevaluate your macros and just put it into perspective that 5 calories, it's not going to kill you. One thing with this low-calorie jelly though, you do have to be careful. Please be careful when buying the jellies, purely because it's very easy to mix it up with the high calorie one. So you can get a 50, 60, sometimes 80 calorie tub, and then right next to it, where the package looks very similar, you can have a 5 calorie tub. So just be very careful, be very cautious, and check the calories on the back of the packet. It's really simple, it'll take 5 seconds, but you can thank me later for it. When I don't have jellies, I have alternatives. I don't just stick to one, purely because jelly, as you guys know, I'm a student, and so price of food, price of everything pretty much, has to be taken into account, which is why we didn't go for asparagus, because it was about £2 a serving, and for me and Charlotte that would be, you know, £4 or £5 to have one lot of veg, when you can buy a packet of peas, a packet of mixed veg for around about £2, and it will last 10 meals. So the other alternatives are ice lollies. There's packets of crisps. You guys already saw the 42 packets of crisps. That will last us a long time. Well, you know, probably not as long as it should, but it will last us a relatively long time nevertheless. And make sure when you go to pick your crisps, don't pick, you know, your McCoys and stuff like that. The McCoys can have 250 calories. It can be done as a treat, and if you allow for it in your macros and you do some cardio, you know, you balance it out, everything is okay in moderation. However, I would recommend trying to stick below 100 calories with your crisps. So Watsits, they're about 80 calories a pack. Quavers, they're about 85. And Monster Munch, the other pack that came in the trio box, that's only around about 105 calories. So again, 5 calories is not going to break your diet, but just keep it to a minimum. Another lifesaver for me is rice cakes. As you guys can see, this is the chocolate chip flavour, where it has 62 calories. That is per rice cake, so always allow for that in your macros. People think, oh, 62 calories in the whole bag, oh my god, it's just fancy advertising. 62 calories per rice cake. That is around about 10 calories more than an average one, you know, a caramel or a plain, but you get little extra chocolate chips on there and stuff like that. So it works better for me to have 10 calories extra per rice cake and have less rice cakes, because that will then satisfy my craving for chocolate. Snacks during the day have been fruit and veg as much as possible. One big tip for this, especially if you're a student or just, you know, you want to keep the amount you spend on food to a minimum, go to the reduced section of the supermarket, because I picked up 2 bags of mixed vegetables for the price of 1. When I went to the reduced section at first, I picked up a £1.50 bag, and I picked up 2 for 75p each. And that means I get twice the amount for the same amount of money. I mean, just watch the date on them. Obviously, you don't want to be eating out-of-date food, but that would be a massive tip whether you're a student or not. Always check the reduced section. There's also packet chicken, packet ham, packet beef. They tend to be very minimal fat, because they're kind of, I don't know whether they're actually processed or not, but at the end of the day, there's a relatively healthy snack because they're high in protein, normally low in fat, and there's very few carbs, if any, in them at all. So you can always just go in and pick up, you know, 3 or 4 slices. You pretty much have like a 60-70 calorie snack, and you get a good kick of protein. It's not like having a protein shake or, you know, having a chicken breast or something like that, but it's something, and it's better than snacking on a chocolate bar. And finally, because I know I've been rambling on enough, as I always do, but hopefully you guys can take something from this, do me a favor, by the way, and drop the video a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If this has been useful, let me know by giving me that feedback, whether it has been useful or not, because I don't want to just be putting out content like this, you know, informational content, if you guys just want to see what's going on with my life. You know, I don't necessarily have to do this, but I think it can be helpful, and if it can provide value to even one person, that's what I say about every single video, every single thing that I make, every single Instagram post, every tweet, every single thing that I post on social media. I say, if this can help one person, then that's it, job done. So anyway, other options, that includes fat-free yogurt. You have to be very, very careful with these, purely because fat-free yogurts don't actually have to be fat-free. It's something like, if every 100 grams of the product has less than 0.05 grams of fat, then they can class it as 0 fat. Now, obviously that's not 0 fat, but if you're going to end up competing and you're tracking every single macro to the gram and you're expecting this to have 0 fat in it, that's not necessarily the case. Also, they tend to have pretty high sugar content, because when there's no fat or very little carbs in it, it's hard to make a product taste nice. So they shove a load of sugar in there, and it comes from the fruits and stuff like that as well. So just be careful on the sugar intake on that one as well. If you haven't quite got the money for that, like lots of students won't want to be spending a lot of money on fruit, some money on veg, and you know, yogurt can be a couple of pounds a pot, which doesn't sound like much, but it can all add up. The best option for you, if that is the case, is to supplement your diet with protein shakes. I say supplement because it has to be a supplement. You should never rely on them. They're called supplements because they're supposed to supplement your diet, not be your diet. So if you can't get your, you know, if you're struggling to hit your protein intake or something like that, have a shake. I like to have a shake before bed at night, especially because it's whey protein isolate. You know, I could go into that in a different video, but I always have a lean shaker, but not always, but most of the time. If I have cravings and I don't have any of those other things, I've not quite hit my protein intake yet, you know, hang on, I'll go make one. What I'm having, because I'm fancying something sweet, something refreshing, I'm gonna have a scoop of Lean Active's strawberry milkshake whey, which only has 109 calories. That will be up to around about 150 because of the milk that I put in it, but there'll be around about 30 grams of protein total, and literally the only fat that comes from it is from the milk. So then everyone, that is going to round off today's video. Hopefully it provided some sort of value. There's a bit more of an informative video than I normally do, with some normal kind of vlogging content in there as well. Good kind of combination if you ask me, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the support we've been getting recently, guys. I mean, the YouTube algorithm's really crappy, and you know, to still be growing at the rate that we're growing at, and the support that you guys give me, especially for such a small channel like mine, it really does mean a lot. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You are the best. This has been 10 weeks, episode 12, I think. 12, got 2 a week, and you know, a few weeks into the cut now. We've only got a few weeks left, but we're gonna make it happen. Together we will grow, no regrets. See you guys in the next video.